How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another US GeoGuessr State Streak Accuracy Test. I'm trying this out on a map we haven't used for this before, Intersection Guesser United States. At least I don't think we've done this one before. As the name says, every location is at an intersection of two roads of any size somewhere in the country. It should be interesting to see if this is going to be any easier or harder than previous ones I've done on arbitrary US or things like that. One last thing before we start this up, I've had a lot of people asking me if I'm going to do another one of my videos where I find every US state. I would absolutely love to do one of those. It's been such a long time, but I have one favor to ask of you guys. If we can get my VODs channel to 1,000 subs, the second we hit that, I will do another one of those streams on Twitch. As of me recording this, we are not that far away, just about 350 subs, so it would mean a lot if you guys subscribe to that channel. With the 1,000 subs, I can start actually profiting off of the ads that I'm sure YouTube is playing on all my videos there. It would mean so much to me if you guys subscribed, and I can't wait to do another one of those streams and post that video on YouTube too. Okay, that is quite enough talk, and I am sorry to take so long in the intro, guys. Let's get into our first game here and see what we've got. Okay, we're at County Road 2 and something. There is some town welcome sign, but I can't read it there. You can see that this is just a pretty small road as our intersection, so it's not going to be like giant highways or anything every round. Let's see what else is going on here. We got a front plate on the truck. That's interesting here. Front plate in this kind of Appalachian mountain looking landscape, because a lot of the Appalachian states don't need fronts except Virginia, so we could be in Virginia. Or the other option is that this is not the Appalachian Mountains, and this is driftless area Wisconsin, which actually I'm wondering if this house is more Midwest. It kind of reminds me of it too. We're gonna switch. Come on. Oh, it's Minnesota. No. It is driftless area. Yeah, I'm just in the wrong state. Damn it. But that's alright. I'm glad I moved from Virginia. That would have been bad. Round number 2. Okay, we got more stuff going on here. Airport to Animal Hospital. Front plate here, that's for sure a Massachusetts plate with the red text and then the blue at the top, which says Massachusetts. Some of this architecture is a bit New Englandy. I think this barbershop is quite New England. 401 area code, I think that's just a Boston area thing, so I'll click somewhere over here. Actually, wait, no, 401 is Rhode Island. Hold on. No. I mean, maybe that's just the one Mass plate. Yeah, some of these are not. Okay, we're switching to Providence. Good thing I realized about the area code there. I would have been really mad. Alright, one correct state, one bordering. Here's round number 3. Okay, what do we got? Niles and Riordan streets. Oh man, this is truly middle of nothing. The wooden signpost here is a bit of a clue, I would say. Some states are quite heavy with the wood signs. Then the blue sticker on the back probably is a meta that I haven't learned. I have not kept up with the stuff recently. Wood post with this kind of plains-like landscape. That makes me think Nebraska or Kansas. Maybe more on the Kansas side of things. Kansas comes to mind. We're gonna go for it. And it is. Nice. Alright, wooden signposts for sure is a good trick for Kansas. Let's go, man. Finally doing well. Round number 4. Alright, those street signs look like New York. No, we're not getting New York plates here. Wait, are those South Dakota? Oh, that could be South Dakota signs. They are kind of similar to New York's. This kind of slightly rounded style and this font too. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, this is definitely not New York, I'll say that. So with the street signs and the plates should just be South Dakota. Click there, and it's over by Rapid City. Okay, Rapid Valley, in fact. Not bad. We're on a 3 streak of the right state, and round number 5, this one, my first thought was Texas. We have wide yellow lines. You don't see those in too many states. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, sometimes Arkansas, and then up in northwest states too, Washington, Oregon. Check on the house. That's actually a really good example of this like southern kind of house, and I feel like that's more of a Texas looking place. That house is more just generically Gulf Coast. But this one I feel like is more Texan. The porch and this kind of metal roof too. I hope I'm not wrong about this now that I've said all that. And of course it's Louisiana, yep. All things considered, not the worst first game. We got 2 bordering states, 3 correct states, so not bad. We're at 60% right now. Alright, here's our second game. Let's see what's going on here. Silk Road. So it's China. Terrible jokes aside, we have more wooden signposts and much more northern foliage. Now, wooden signposts and north, that screams Wisconsin, maybe Michigan, Upper Peninsula. We're on a big divided highway, and there is a shield on this sign, but it's way too far. Honestly, I would go more Wisconsin on this. I think that's actually a Wisconsin reflector that you see sometimes there. So if this is a divided highway, maybe this is like... Is this a divided road here? No, I don't think it is, but something northern Wisconsin. Oh, 29's divided. Let's go for that. Not sure if that's right, but I think Wisconsin fits, especially seeing the reflector. Yes, and it is 29. Nice. I've actually driven on this road coming from Green Bay over to Wausau. Not bad, man. So far, so good. We're at 4 out of 6. Oh, this is middle of nowhere. Okay, what is going on here? Some corn starting to grow here. Very red soil. It's interesting. This is a hard round. Gotta really think about what's going on here. The red soil That leads me, like, down here. I know Alabama has a lot of red soil. We could be in the agricultural areas up by the Tennessee River, where you get a lot of red soil like this. I don't know if I'm really going to Alabama. I mean, I guess we do have southern pines there. Maybe I'll do this. This feels crazy. I don't know that I would normally go here, but honestly, I don't know. I really hope this is right. I'm gonna do it, man. Come on. Oh my god, what a plonk, and it is right on the Tennessee River. Let's go, man. That's got to be one of my greatest guesses in the US. I'm so proud of that. Might be the highlight of the video right there. We are 5 for 7. Alright, we're doing very well to start here. Benton Road is this thing. This maybe is a specific pole number thing. I don't know any of these things, though. Back to landscape solving here. Let's do it. It feels southern again. Got some southern pines here. No front plates on the truck. Okay, that's good to know. So not Texas or Virginia. I'm feeling like it is more west. Like this kind of reminds me of the Delta area of the South. So I can see Arkansas, Mississippi, maybe Louisiana. Yeah, this kind of like marshy looking agricultural land. You see that all in this Mississippi Valley. Arkansas is my choice. I hope it's a bordering state at the very least. Come on. Oh, wait, what? It's Alabama again! Going from my best Alabama guess ever to being not even in the bordering state. That is tough, man. Alright, number 4. We're 5 for 8. Round 9. What's going on here? Hope Way. Little red sticker on the post. These all must be some sort of meta. Be it statewide, regional, I don't know. What is this license plate? Is that Rhode Island? With like the blue wave on the left? Maybe it is. I could see Rhode Island here. That's risky, of course, the smallest state, but it feels right. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm not gonna think about it. No. Should have thought about it more. We're in Maine. Oof. Okay, so not getting the bordering state there. Unlucky, unlucky. Round number 5. Still at 5 for 10. Let's try to get it up to 6 for 10. Keep on that 60%. Street sign here, Colony Court. Oh, man. Oh, no, I'm gonna mess this up, too. This feels northeast again, some of these trees. Low-key, I want to guess Rhode Island again, but that's stupid, man. Can't be doing that. What's safer? Massachusetts? Massachusetts borders like every state in this area except Maine, and I don't think this would be Maine. Realistically, I should switch to Mass, but I really want to go Rhode Island again. I'm doing it. I don't care. It's New York. No, I should have gone Mass. I would have gotten the bordering. Actually, hold up. Does this count? Do I count that? You know what? I'm gonna give it to myself. Yeah, I don't care. That's 6 for 10. Let's go. We are 10 rounds in, 40 more to go. Let's go to game number 3. And round 11. Okay, middle of nowhere once again. Looks like we're back out in the prairies, the plains. My first thought was Nebraska, but now I see the wood post again. So maybe it's Kansas. And then again, the red stickers. We did see that in this Kansas round, so maybe that is a Kansas thing. Not confident one bit here. Come on. It is Kansas. So yeah, maybe there is something to the red stickers there. That might be a known meta, and I'm just discovering it now myself, but hey, it's a good clue, it seems. Round number 12 here, what do we got? 888, that's just a toll-free number. Springfield Road and Oxford Pike. Okay. Naming a road Pike is something that is pretty common east in the country, and this is, yeah, definitely an eastern landscape here. Ohio and New Jersey do those a lot. I could see Ohio here. Let me look at the building here. A little interesting, the bricks. But everything else feels quite Midwestern and just kind of Ohio-y, so I like this. Oxford, is there an Oxford, Ohio? I think there is, right? That's where Miami is. Here, yeah. Let me actually look. Maybe there's an Oxford Pike here. Maybe it's just a coincidence, I'm not saying it, but I am gonna click here in Ohio. I really hope I'm onto something here, come on. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. It's Indiana. I should have looked in Indiana. There's Oxford Pike and Springfield. I don't believe that, honestly. That's such crap. Well, that's too bad. We're at 7 for 12 right now. Round number 13. And a big intersection with the Maryland highway sign. I'm just gonna go right for it. Take us to 8 for 13. Awesome. Round number 14. Alright, back to a harder round. Luke Jones Road. This looks south. We got Southern Pines. Possibly wide lines as well, actually. Oh, okay. But then this road isn't wide lines. This is just normal. Although, no, it is wide there. The dashes just aren't wide. Okay, I'm gonna click the middle one, Louisiana for now. I wonder if this is more Texas. I mean, the area of Texas that looks like this is really just this darker green here. I don't know, I'm on a risky guess train right now today. We're going Texas. Terrible choice. It's Mississippi. Yeah, Louisiana should have gone for it to get the bordering state guarantee. Not playing very smartly today, am I? 8 for 14. Let's get up to the next round here. Round 15. Alright, what is this? Linden Street. There's some crest thing on the street sign. Another good meta is learning street signs. Plate here. Could be Massachusetts, the red text. Let me check on some more. I will trust the red text. Go Massachusetts, come on. Give me the 9 for 15. Very nice. Close to New Hampshire there. Well, we've got 7 more games to keep that accuracy increasing. Here we go. Oh, man. Alright, rural again. B&B Farm. Looks like a cool little place. No clue what's going on here. I can't lie. House here is hidden. It's vaguely east, kind of Appalachian, northern Appalachian, I'd say. Maybe it's Pennsylvania. Decent-sized mountains here as well. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is hard. Maybe we get lucky. I hope it's actually PA, though. Come on. Nah, is it West Virginia, please? Yes, we get the bordering for that. Good stuff. So it was Appalachian, just much farther south, but that's okay. Hard round for sure. Round number 2. All right, right away I see Colorado bollards. I think that's what that is. Let me make sure. Actually, no. That's Wyoming. Colorado does 3. Yeah, it's Wyoming that does the yellow circles at intersections, and then they're white the rest of the way. Yeah, surely this is Wyoming. Landscape 2. I'll click up by Thermopolis. Nah, it's not, just over east, but that's fine. It is Wyoming, good stuff. Here is round number 3, and I got, again, we're out in the Mountain West. This one maybe is just Colorado, or something like that. And actually, this is a little bit hazy, this like wildfire haze coverage. Now, I know there's a lot of that in Montana, Idaho, from the fires back in like 2021, I think this is from. That checks out to me in my head. I hope it is. I hope it's not just Colorado. We won't get the bordering state if it is, but if it's Idaho, we get it. Hopefully it is just Montana, come on. It is indeed just Helena. Nice. Ideally, we get both of these last ones correct. This is California. We got the poles here. That's very lucky to get. So we're just gonna plonk Southern Central Valley based on the landscape here. Let's see. Oh, very south. It's Imperial El Centro. Well, that's fine. Still California. Let's get this last round, and we'll be above 60%. Come on. It's just Southern, but no plates. There's no front plates, which isn't that helpful. Tough one, but I'll try to make it work. Thinking something like Tennessee or Kentucky on this. Maybe Kentucky. That's a very classic southern house, the brick with white columns, and a lot of those are in Kentucky, Tennessee. This is like a hot spot for that kind of house. But you do see them all across the South, really. Maybe I go for Tennessee. Tennessee borders like every southern state except South Carolina. So, you know, we're gonna do this. Come on. Please be here. That's Alabama. We get the bordering state. Getting close to the halfway point here. If we're still at 60% at 25, that's gonna be wild, but let's do better here. Another southern round. This one's not even an intersection, although I guess that's kind of a driveway there, okay. Actually, another thing here that I see is the reflector in the road. Now, people have told me that's a Georgia thing, at least within the South, because I'm almost sure that Illinois does those as well. But yeah, I think within the South, that's very much more common to see in Georgia. I'd believe that with the trees, too. It would make sense. I'm gonna go with Georgia here. Come on. It's Alabama. Why is everything Alabama today? What the hell, man? Apparently, I just have to guess Alabama every time we get the South, but missing one there. Next round. This is shaping up to be a hard seed. Again, this is just... What is this? Well, this is more northeast roulette here. Northeastern trees. The one birch hiding in there, and then these eastern white pines. Which state do I go for here? Maybe this one is a Maine round. Maine is risky, because again, it only borders New Hampshire, so... Has to be one of the two. Tough seed for sure. Maine comes to mind here. I'm gonna do it. Come on. Yes, it's actually Maine. I'm very happy. Next round. What is going on here? Some gate. The pathways. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Some suburb. I wonder if this can be something like the Poconos. This feels like a resort area. I know that's a big, big resort area. Come on. No, completely misread. It's North Carolina. That is unfortunate. We gotta get these last 2 rounds right, or we're gonna dip below 60%. This one is a little bit urban, so maybe we get the license plate solve. What is that? I have no idea. Okay, others. No fronts. Can't see this one. Damn it. Dude, what is that plate? That's really interesting. What I can say for sure is it's the South. How's the trash can? AWS, no idea. Definitely Southern. I'm just trying to rule out plates. We can rule out Texas, because of the no fronts. We can rule out Virginia for the same reason. Oh, what's this? Georgia Bulldogs. Oh, okay. Do I trust that? That's like the only concrete information I've got right now. I'd believe Georgia on this. I was kind of thinking that this could be a Georgia peach plate. That, like, little patch in the middle. Yeah, that too. That would explain this plate. Please, please be here. If it's Alabama again, I'm gonna flip, man. Let's go. It's actually Georgia. Thank you to whoever lives at that house for that sign. That is so clutch. Last round. Please be gettable. We can do this. License plate? Not sure, not sure. Cornstalk Lane. America moment. Alright, well, no fronts. This is hard. This is hard. I don't think we're gonna get a Georgia Bulldog son on this one. Typical southern architecture again here. The brick. All the brick. More of an agricultural southern round. It makes me want to go North Carolina. I'm really clueless on this one, though, to be honest. I don't know. North Carolina or bust, I guess. Or maybe I go Alabama again. I'd actually believe Alabama. I really would. I might as well switch. We have half the video left to recover if I dip below 60%. So I'm doing it. Come on. No, why did I move? We have room to recover, though. We've got 25 rounds that we could potentially get right. It would be an incredible feat if I got a 25 streak right now, but let's try. You never know. Round number 1 of our second half. Here we go. Okay, what do we have? Looks very northeast New England-y. These stone walls, you see a lot of those there, and that's a very New England house, this kind of wood siding. But now the question is, which northeast state is this? License plate on the Prius. What? Why is it blue? Oh. Connecticut. I completely forgot Connecticut, dude. That's surely where we're gonna be then. Stone walls, I think, actually is the most common in Connecticut. I believe in Connecticut. Come on. Now it's Rhode Island. The one time I don't guess Rhode Island on a New England round, it's there. We're getting down to halfway. If we're still at 14 by around 28, that's only 50%. Next round, give me something here. Dodge City. That's Kansas. We know that. I would like to go this entire video and not miss Kansas once. I want to get it every time it shows up. And look at this. Red sticker on the stop sign. Surely. I trust. I believe. It is here. 3 for 3 on Kansas so far. Kansas. I will take all the Kansas rounds I can get. Not gonna lie. Round 3. Come on. We got plates. This is solvable. That's an Illinois plate. Absolutely it is. Let's think where this can be. Orchard Road. Surely this is somewhere near Chicago. The only Orchard thing I know is Old Orchard Shopping Mall in Skokie. That's a popular spot for people on the north side. We drive up into the burbs and shop there. I don't think it's related to this. I'm just clicking out here. Where are we? Aurora. Very thankful to get Illinois. Illinois, again, I'll take all those I can get. I hope I can recognize my home state. Alright, here we got a New Jersey pale yellow plate. Another one. Another one. Okay. I've seen enough. It's New Jersey, man. Surely. Surely. Yes, it is actually dangerously close to PA, but we'll take it. Let's get it. Oh, this is solvable. Surely Florida, right? There's a Florida plate. There's one. Yeah, that kind of sign is very Floridian. And Florida pole is one of the rare states in the US with a distinct pole. This kind of thick, like, concrete square pole is Florida. Click Orlando and take the 18. Nice. Back to 60%. It's looking like that's how we're going to end up finishing, but still 20 more rounds in this accuracy test to do better. Round 31. What do we got? I have no idea what that flag is, or this license plate either, so that's great. Actually, maybe that's Mississippi, although it's a little weird. What else is going on here? Crystal Lake Estates. A lot of palm trees as well. If it's Mississippi, maybe we go like Biloxi Gulfport? Yeah, I'm not sure about that plate. That might just be a weird vanity plate. But I would believe Mississippi on this. I'm gonna do it. Come on. Damn it. Oh, it had to be Florida, too. Don't get the bordering state. That's fine, that's fine. We can afford to lose 1 round per game now. South Junction, wide lines, extremely wide lines there. And yeah, should be Oregon. Why is that a California thing on the signpost? I don't know. This is Oregon, man. Come on. These kinds of trees and soil, you will see out sort of by Bend area, the middle of Oregon. I think, anyway. If this isn't Oregon, I'll be really sad, disappointed with myself, but I gotta go for it, man. It is, yeah, that's where you see stuff like that in Oregon. Nice. 32 rounds in. Round 33. Here we go. Signs. Oh, the blue sign. Is that a Pennsylvania township sign? I think that's what that is. The license plate is PA. Blue at the top. Hard to see, but there is yellow at the bottom as well. No front plates. Checks out for PA. Yeah, surely that's the PA township sign. Come on. Yes, it is. All right. Good stuff. Next round. This is a town. Oh, man. Again, I gotta make sure I'm not missing anything that just tells us 404. Actually, not familiar with that. This is hard. I don't know. The area code is the best clue. And I don't know it. This is kind of Appalachian South. I don't know. Something like over here again. Honestly, I believe... Oh, maybe it's Kentucky. Wait, is 404 Louisville or something? Probably not, honestly, but I believe Kentucky. I like it as a guess, as it is. I'm gonna try this. Come on. No, it's Georgia. Oh, that's Atlanta. Oh my god. As soon as I see it's Georgia, I realize, yep, damn it, man. That's a free round, honestly, with 404. I should have gotten it. Damn it. Again, we gotta get this last round correct to stay at 60. Come on, we can do it. Elmer and Jefferson. Tough one, tough one. Seems mid-Atlantic, though. No front plate. Could be PA. These trees are mid-Atlantic looking to me. The kind of rolling hills. Yeah, I like southern PA. Southern PA. I'm not sure, honestly. This has not been my seed. Come on. Kidding me, it's Maryland. Well, that's another bordering state, at least. Okay, so we've once again dipped below 60% because we only got 2 correct there. First PA round and Oregon. So there's still a chance that we can take this up to over 60%, but I just gotta play the best I can. Next round here, we have this 800 West. Now, doing roads like that in the Midwest, this kind of landscape, is a very Illinois and Indiana thing to do, so probably one of those two. Do we have anything else here? Harvest Moon, Sense and Primitives. I love the papyrus fonts. And, okay, another good trick here. Actually, 2 of them I'm just seeing here. So, black tape like this on the poles. Indiana does those a lot. You can see them in some of the other states, Iowa, Illinois, around here, but Indiana, super common to see that. And then also this sticker on the back of a stop sign is an Indiana thing. Indiana is sure to be right. There we go, not bad. That's the kind of round we need, where we have actual things that I know. Next round. This is Alaska, 100%. Got the yellow plate over there. These kinds of flowers, landscape, beautiful mountains as well. Within Alaska, I would go Kenai Peninsula. Let's do that. Oh, terrible guess. It's over by Juneau. Alright, that's fine. It's Alaska, that still counts here. 2 for 2 so far in this game. Starting to make a recovery. Next round. Point of interest, rest area. Welcome, Powell, Wyoming. Thank you, Powell, Wyoming, for having this sign. I have actually driven through this town. The reason I was out here was to go see Hart Mountain. This is one of the internment camps for the Japanese Americans in World War II, where my family actually was. We could 5K this. I'm not gonna waste the time. Maybe we get it from plonking. Almost. Very lucky to get that sign there. 3 for 3 on this game. Next one. 130th and Gull. Okay, so on another Midwestern grid, that's something you see in South Dakota and states around there. I don't think this is actually South Dakota. This looks more Iowa to me or something. The road here actually feels quite Iowan as well with the gravel shoulders. Now, a lot of times in Iowa too, they'll have concrete roads with this. This is just normal asphalt, but I think the shoulder is definitely an Iowa thing, so I'm gonna go for it. Don't be Minnesota, please. Yes, it's Iowa. 4 for 4. Can this be the first game of the video that we've gotten everything right in, please? Is this Kansas? No red sticker. But we're on another numbered grid. We can get this. It looks like Kansas, though. It really does look like Kansas. Now, I said before, I don't want to mess up Kansas in this video. We've done 3 for 3 so far. I would hate to mess up this far in. Now, the thing I don't know about the numbered grid. Does Kansas really do that at all? Oh, they do. They do. Okay. Alright, I like this then. It better not be Oklahoma. That's all I'm gonna say. Come on, please, Kansas. 4 for 4. Let's make it that. Let's go. I love you, Kansas. That is our first 5 out of 5 in the whole video, which is a little bit sad. I think 10 more rounds. We can either keep improving this, or I can just go right back to missing almost every round, and we'll be under 60. Okay. That, I believe you, Billboard. Lamar, funnily enough, is actually a city in Colorado, but that's also just the advertisement billboard company. I mean, I trust that we're actually in Colorado here, right? Not by Lamar, yeah, that's just the company. Very interesting round, but we have a 6-state streak right now, technically. Maybe is it more with the game before the last one? I don't even remember. Whatever, dude. Next round here. Oh, we got directions. Can't read them. And a shield, too. What is that? Other clues. No front plate on that car. They have a front plate. That's a Maryland plate, I think. I'm actually not sure of these other two, but... Nah, is this Maryland? I can't go Maryland on this. The only thing Maryland here is this plate. Otherwise, it doesn't look like it much. Maybe it's Virginia. Or, no, you know, maybe I do go Maryland. I gotta trust the plate. I think they have Rite Aid in Maryland, I think. And this could be there. I don't know about this one, man. Let's see. It is. It is. I'm glad I didn't go Virginia. Let's go, man. 7 streak. We're doing very well. Let's keep this up. Come on. Alright. Oh, come on. The sun. Oh, there's nothing good here. No. Shout out to the cattle, though. I love to see it. But this is quite different. Route west again. Looks like Montana, Idaho. That's my thought. These kinds of mountains. Ranch land like this, too. I don't actually know which one this is going to be. Oh, God. Roads here. Salmon and Pocahontas. That feels more Idaho to me. Salmon especially, but... I mean, Salmon National Forest. Salmon the town, too. So, actually... Yeah, it could be up here. Maybe just a coincidence with the salmon thing, but I'm gonna go for Idaho. Hopefully it's Montana. If it's not, we get the bordering state. Let's see it. It is, no it's not, it's Oregon. Well, we still get the bordering state, that's fine. That's at least a half win. We were bound to miss another one eventually, but that is fine. We are still ahead right now. Next round, what do we got? Oof, this is tough, this is tough. Maurice County Road. Don't know Maurice County. If I had to guess where there would be a Maurice County, I would say Kentucky. That feels like a Kentucky kind of name to me. I'd believe Kentucky, like, over west more. I've driven through this area quite a bit, and yeah, I feel like it looks like this here. I'm probably completely wrong knowing my guesses so far today, but you know what? I got nothing else. Come on. It's Missouri. We get the bordering state at least, but it would be better to get the correct one, obviously. Final round here. After this, we have only one more game. And here's another numbered grid. Is this South Dakota's grid? I'm gonna try to find this in South Dakota, and we will see if this intersection makes sense. So we are on 35th Street, and then the cross street is 160. Let's get it. Actually, no, they don't. No, South Dakota doesn't do the southeast thing at all, do they? Is it North Dakota that does that? Let me see. Yeah, it'll be North Dakota then, I think. Let's still find the intersection, so 35th Street. Alright, there's 35th. Now we gotta get 160, so farther east. That would put us here. I think that makes sense. There are no landmarks here at all whatsoever to figure it out, but I mean, that matches the street names. It is a four-way intersection like this, so we go for it. Come on. It is there. Let's go. The last game, we need to get at least 2 of these correct to stay at 60%. I hope we can do it. Let's go. Augusta and Stony Creek, white street signs. This looks hard. Wow, this is kind of north. Is this Wisconsin? I was looking at this. That's not the Wisconsin sticker. It kind of looks like the poll sticker that they do there, Wisconsin, sometimes Michigan too. But we don't actually have Wisconsin house numbers either, so we're not actually there. Maybe it's just Michigan. I'll try Michigan here, come on. It is, let's go, okay. Not having those like red and blue house number signs made me think not gonna be there, so I'm very happy with that. Next one, just gotta get one of these correct. Surely we can get this, 508, I think that's the Boston area code, not 401. Yeah, we got the red text plates here. Okay, okay, shh. I'm not gonna say surely, but yeah, there we go, okay. So let's just finish this out. We will finish somewhere in the 60s. Third to last round, Roy Avenue plates. There is a front plate. They're in the shadows here, so I can't really see what they are. This one is green. Ooh, could this be Vermont? Maybe. I mean, I believe Vermont, I guess. If I trust the green plate. I don't know about that, though. That doesn't feel quite right. I don't like Vermont here, but I'm going to trust the plate anyway and go for it. Let's see. It is just Vermont. Wow, yeah, that didn't really feel like it, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, that is above 60%. I'm happy with that, at least. I feel like I should have done a little bit better than that in this video, but I can't complain. I haven't practiced the US too much recently, so it is all good. Last 2 rounds here. Let's make these good. What is happening here? We have these reflectors. Those are pretty common in Pennsylvania, but they use them in a lot of states, so can't just guess based on that. This is weird. I'm not sure what to think of this. I mean, maybe it is just PA. I trust the reflectors, even though that's kind of fake. I got nothing else here. We're already over 60%, so whatever happens, happens. And it is actually PA. Let's go. All right, that's a nice one. Let's end this with the 50th round and get a good state guess. Come on, we can do it. No street signs here, but we can use other things. Front plate on the truck. And this is very plains. Oh, street signs are here. 281, yes. That's going to be US 281. That goes through, like, all this. Kansas, it goes through. I think it starts somewhere in Oklahoma. If it's in Texas, we're not going to be in Texas here, I don't think. And it goes all the way up through, like, Nebraska into the Dakotas. So one of these states looks much more northern to me than, like, Kansas or anything. And also, it's not a Kansas stop sign, as we've seen in the other 4 rounds today. The other thing here is the directions. It's 9th Street northeast. So we know that South Dakota doesn't do the cardinal directions. North Dakota does. So I think it's going to be here. Now we got to find 9th Street northeast. I just want to make sure that we're here. 49th Street southeast, so we gotta be in the northeast part of the state, of course. That's 71st, oh, I'm way too far. 11th, 10th, 9th. There's the house here. It's a 4-way intersection. I believe it. I think that's gonna be it. Come on. Let's go, man. We ended it with the right state. Very happy with that. About 2/3 accuracy here on intersection guesser. Not bad. I feel like I could have done better, but honestly, I can't complain with that result, really. Especially for me not focusing much on the US lately. I'm very happy with that. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you made it through the whole thing to me speaking right now, you are a legend. Thanks so much again, guys. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.